Welcome to Headlines. I'm Dominique Avery, sitting in for Karen Hanville this week. The biggest news in town is the announcement that Curaleaf was chosen by the state as one of the 4 companies to establish a marijuana production facility in Simsbury. The announcement was made at a news conference on January 28th by the Department of Consumer Protection Commissioner William Rubenstein.
Today, I'm very happy to announce that we have selected 4 producers that embrace that clear vision of a pharmaceutical medical model and who will create state-of-the-art production facilities capable of ensuring that pharmaceutical-grade marijuana is available to seriously ill patients whose doctors believe that this medicine will be beneficial to them. Let me introduce the 4 producers we have selected, and in no order other than alphabetical. The first is Advanced Grow Labs, whose production facility is here in West Haven at this very site, this empty site, which will become a built-out site of a pharmaceutical manufacturing facility. With us today are 2 of the principals of Advanced Grow Labs, David Lipton and Mark Gayer. The second producer is Connecticut Pharmaceutical Solutions. Their facility will be located in Portland, and with us today is one of Connecticut Pharmaceutical Solutions principals, Thomas Schultz. Curaleaf is the 3rd producer selected. Their facility will be located in Simsbury, and with us today are 3 of Curaleaf's principals, Eileen Konechny, April Arasate, and Robert Birnbaum. And last, but certainly not least, our 4th producer applicant who will be awarded a license is Theraplant.
Governor Malloy talked about the extensive process the state went through to establish guidelines for the law allowing marijuana for palliative use to treat pain.
When we adopted the law in 2012, I wanted to make sure that we had specific safeguards in place to ensure that we don't go down the same path some other states have. Which essentially would legalize marijuana for anyone willing to find the right doctor to get the right prescription. In my opinion, such efforts run counterintuitive to the federal law. Some are calling this one of the most restrictive regulatory frameworks for dispensing the substance anywhere in the nation. Quite frankly, I'm proud of that reference. Under this law, the Department of Consumer Protection will be able to carefully regulate and monitor the medical use of the drug in order to avoid the problems encountered in some other states.
Curaleaf's production facility will be located at 100 Gristmill Road in a former corporate headquarters building used for manufacturing and product testing. The company has been licensed only to produce cannabis for medical use. The state will select other facilities to dispense it. You can see the whole news conference on our website at simsburytv.org or on the air. Check there for the schedule. And soon, you can watch an extensive interview with the executives of Curaleaf and town officials, which should answer all your questions right here on SCTV. Another issue of major interest in town is the sale of the Hartford property. On February 26th, the Chamber of Commerce is holding an informational breakfast to update interested residents about the Hartford's efforts to find a buyer, and will include an update on the new Town of Simsbury Code. It will be at the Hartford site from 8 to 9:30 a.m. Registration is required for the event. Call 860-651-7307 or email info@simsburycoc.org. 2 drug overdoses in Simsbury have led to the creation of a community care committee by town clergy, town staff, and the Board of Education. Modeled after the Community for Concern in Canton, the group is currently made up of members of the police department, the school system, and the Department of Social Services. It plans to take a look at how to best tackle the problem of drug addiction and other mental health issues, and how to share resources. The group is looking for parents and community members to join interested volunteers. Interested volunteers should contact the First Selectman's office at 860-658-3230 or email Mary Glassman at mglassman@simsbury-ct.gov. There is a proposal to name the Simsbury Farms main building, the one with the ice rink and the swimming pools, the Thomas S. West Recreation Center. Tom West was the chair of the Simsbury Farms Complex Committee from 1998 until his death in 2011. During that time, he oversaw the implementation of the farm's master plan, which saw the construction of the new ice rink in 1999, the golf clubhouse in 2003, the golf maintenance facility, and the renovation of the main building in 2012. The Board of Selectmen has scheduled a public hearing to discuss the proposal on Wednesday, February 12th at 7 p.m. in the main meeting room at Town Hall. Have you ever wondered what people used to do for ice? The Simsbury Historical Society is looking for people who might have any kind of documentation about the 19th and early 20th century ice industry in our town. Many local Simsbury ponds, rivers, or brooks played a role in supplying ice. If you can provide information about which bodies of water were used, or you have photos or stories, the Historical Society would love for you to get in touch with them. Call the Simsbury Historical Society at 860-658-2500 or email them at archives@simsburyhistory.org. And if you have any lever action aluminum ice trays you are willing to donate, they would be thrilled. A reminder, the town of Simsbury is celebrating Valentine's Day by waiving the $30 fee for the first 50 couples applying for marriage licenses on February 14th. Those licenses would be valid through April 20th, 2014. For more information, contact the town clerk's office at 860-658-3243. Simsbury High School Unified Sports has an upcoming event in March.
Hi, my name is Nicole.
I'm Nicole Havacost.
And I'm Brandon Lick. We are from Simsbury High School.
We are here to talk about Unified Sports Basketball.
Unified Sports Basketball is a place where students with special needs and their peers can compete with different schools.
We have a tournament at Simsbury High School is on March 4th, and the time is 2:30, 6 o'clock p.m.
So come and see our great basketball team that is led by Coach Baumer and Coach Spector.
Hope to see you all there.
A Lincoln Day party will be held on Washington's birthday, Saturday, February 22nd at 6 p.m. Sponsored by the Simsbury Republican Women's Club, it will be hosted by Joe and Laura Petrina at their home on West Mountain Road. Entertainment will be provided by the Little House Band. Call 860-658-7794 or email tolturner@comcast.net. Tickets are $35 per person or $60 per couple. Also on February 22nd, another evening of music just down the road. That will be held at the Simsbury Grange Hall at 7 p.m. The concert, a mixture of pop, folk, oldies, and Brazil, features Gossamer Wings with Carolyn Justin, Mark Shapiro, and Scott Mitchell. Admission is $10 at the door. For more information, call 860-413-9567 or email info@simsburygrange.org. Coming up in March, the Simsbury Light Opera Company, SLOCO, will be performing one of Gilbert and Sullivan's most popular comic operas, The Mikado. In fact, since it first opened in England in 1885, it's become one of the most frequently performed musical theater pieces in history. SLOCO is still looking for advertisers for the production, which will be in Eno Memorial Hall March 8th and 15th at 7:30 p.m. and March 9th and 16th at 2 p.m. For information about advertising or tickets, call 860-217-0052 or go to www.sloco.org. Another local event that's looking for participants is the MS Walk to raise awareness and funds for MS. That starts at Westminster School, April 8th.
Hi, my name is Kelly Sterling, and I'm a North Granby resident.
And I'm Shannon O'Donnell, and I'm a Winsted resident.
I'm Ellie DeVoe, and I'm a senior at Westminster School from Simsbury, Connecticut.
Hello, I'm Ben Kleinschmidt. I'm also a senior from Westminster School.
We are here today to promote the upcoming MS Walk held this year at Westminster School in Simsbury, Connecticut on April 6, 2014. It starts at 9 a.m. It's a fun-filled event to raise money for finding a cure for this disease.
MS is an autoimmune disease affecting the central nervous system. The effects of MS are different for everyone. For some, MS can mean numbness and tingling in the extremities. For others, it can mean loss of vision, speech, or even movement. In severe cases, it can lead to complete paralysis.
So Ben and I can talk about why we started as MS Society. I've been a part of the society for 4 years now. I started my freshman year raising money that the school donates for the cause, and it's been a completely rewarding experience.
I initially started back in sophomore year just raising money, nothing too much for the walk. Junior year I got way more involved. I started planning the walk with Jill Loveland from Westminster School. She's been doing it for 13 years. She helped me get into the walk and planning it and getting the vans all around to make sure everything runs smoothly. And then this year I took the leadership role with the walk as a student from Westminster, so hopefully everything runs smoothly this year.
So Kelly and Shannon, how did you guys become involved?
I became involved in 2006 when I was first diagnosed with MS, and I've been walking ever since. Mm-hmm. And I also serve on the MS Walk Planning Committee because, again, I think the more you get involved, the better you are.
And I was diagnosed with MS in 1999, but I started walking in 2005. And I have gone every year, walked every year. We actually have a team together, and we have a huge team, a lot of our friends and family, and new members every year. So we just raise money for the cure of MS. So how many years have you guys been in the committee?
Yeah, go back. I was in the committee for about 2 years. 2 years now, doing main stuff. Last year was my first walk that I was really involved in. Just making sure everything goes smoothly with the walk, getting everything set up, and that kind of stuff. I was in the vans. Westminster supplies vans, so if anyone gets tired along the walk, we can pick you guys right up, and just coordinating the vans and all that kind of stuff. Crucial things, for during the actual walk.
Yeah, Ben and I spend a lot of time organizing the Westminster Volunteers. We have over 100 students and faculty who come down on that Sunday and help set up from 7 in the morning, or the day before we set up. There's a band at the end in the rink. The MS Society provides sandwiches from Subway, so it's a really good time. That's what Ben and I help organize all of the Westminster volunteers.
Especially Westminster is lucky enough to give us, their rink and the use of most of their, area, of their land. And there's a short walk that's around just the campus, which goes around. So it's a beautiful, walk, especially in the spring when the leaves are coming back. It's a great walk. Or we go around Simsbury Town. Simsbury Town is also nice enough to show us that. And Westminster lets us use their rink. Within the rink, you can, sign up within the rink, or you can sign up before online if you want to. But Westminster's a great place for the walk, I would say, for sure.
It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. It's like the kickoff to summer or spring for me. It's just like, and I love that it's rain or shine, because it's just as fun when it's raining, because it's just a bunch of people walking together for the cure, and we're all excited to be out and about. So it's a great event.
It is. It's a very fun-filled family event. There's face painting. There's walking. So there's people with strollers. With their younger kids with dogs. Lots of dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a great event and a great thing to raise money for. And again, it's taking place on Sunday, April 6, 2014. You can register online at ctfightsms.org. Registration starts at 8 in the morning, and the walk starts at 9.
You can also send donations to the Connecticut chapter or the website below on the screen.
And again, there are more than 6,000 residents in Connecticut currently fighting the battle against MS. And there are 2.5 million people worldwide. So again, if you would like to join us on April 6, 2014, we'd love to see you there. Again, walk starts at 9. It's a fun-filled event, and it's for a great cause. Hope to see you there.
Registrations are going well for Simsbury's triathlon on Sunday, May 18th. 2/3 of the people who have already signed up for the hiking, kayaking, and bike race are from out of town, some even from out of state. You can still register online at trysimsbury.com. A reminder, the race will be capped at 250 participants. A reminder for town seniors, the Seniors Job Bank has resumed their job referral program in town. It's chaired by 2 volunteers, Mary Margaret Giorgenti, and the former Director of Social Services at Doncaster, and Dennis Carithers, former Simsbury High School principal. The Seniors Job Bank is a nonprofit organization which is dedicated to helping seniors in the greater Hartford area. It's a regional clearinghouse which matches people 50 and over who need help finding a job with people who need a job done. Services that people need or are available to do run the gamut from in-home electrical repairs to yard work. Individuals are paid by the people who hire them. For more information, contact Bob Cave at 860-521-0705 or by email at bjcave@comcast.net. And finally, the SCTV staff and board of directors would like to thank all of you who have supported us. We rely on volunteers and financial support from the community to help us stay on the air. All local programming found on this channel was produced or sponsored by the residents of the community. This is your channel. Make it something special. Learn to produce your own programs or how to operate the remote cameras at town hall meetings or in our studio. If you would like to volunteer or sign up for free training, visit us in the lower level of Eno Memorial Hall and join our team. We'd love to have you. In the meantime, follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Thank you for joining us. I'm Dominique Avery, and we are SCTV, your town, your schools, your government.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television